summer is coming and you've got a fungal toenail and you're looking down at your feet thinking to yourself, is it okay to put polish on? If you've got nails which are thickened, yellowed, discoloured, and you just want to hide them, you may be wondering, can you put nail polish on there? Is it safe to put nail polish on there? If you're treating your toenails with an antifungal treatment, will you be able to use a nail polish over that? And I see people in the clinic all the time with fungal nails. You wouldn't believe how many people do have fungal nails. It is a lot more common than perhaps you imagine. And I get it. When summer arrives, you want to get your feet out more, you want to put sandals on, you want to have your feet out on the beach or by the pool, and you don't want to feel quite so conscious about them. I'm going to give you some helpful advice on when you can paint your nails if they've got fungal infection, when to avoid polish, safer options, and other things that perhaps you may not have considered if you've got a fungal infection. Now, the truth is, it is okay to wear polish if you've got a fungal infection, but be sensible, because polish can hide changes in your nail. You may have a relatively minor nail infection, fungal infection, and if you put polish on there for weeks on end, because polish can last a lot longer, particularly on your toenails, you may not be aware of any changes. So you need to be able to keep an eye on that and to make sure that you regularly remove your polish to make sure that you know what is happening with your nails. And fungal nails can take months to improve. I mean, the NHS site says from 6 to 12 months. I actually say longer than that, to be fair. A more severe infection can take even longer because your nail needs to grow and repair and let the infected material grow out as well. So it's a lot of things that are going on when you've got a fungal infection. If you're removing polish regularly, you'll be able to see your progress as well. And what does it look like? Well, a fungal nail is going to look yellow, it could even look white, it can look brown, it could be thick, it could be brittle, it could be crumbling, it can be lifting. All kinds of things can be happening. But you need to make sure that you're looking after your nails properly. I mean, why cover it up? And let's be honest, it's about confidence, isn't it? You just want to feel that your feet look a bit more attractive, and a pop of beautiful colour on there just gives you a bit more confidence. And it's understandable to want to feel more comfortable with how your feet look. But not all nail polishes are equal, let's be fair. And my ladies at the clinic kept asking me, can I wear nail polish? And I would say, no, you can't, because it will interfere with your treatment. And then they kind of looked a bit sad, so I felt a bit guilty, if you can relate to that. And I looked into what options were out there. And that's how I found Doctor's Remedy. It's a podiatrist formula, and it's got extra ingredients in there which help to support the nail. So let's like garlic, clove, biotin, other ingredients that go into the formula that just help to protect and look after the nail as well. And it's non-toxic, so there's no formaldehyde, no formaldehyde resin, no toluene. It really is a beautiful polish, and the colours are just gorgeous. I mean, my sample thing here, they've changed the colours, but just how pretty are they? I love them. They've got lots more colours, and they change the range anyway. but that's just from where I've had them a few years ago. It just felt better to encourage people to use a product which was less toxic and that would work with the treatment that they were being encouraged to use. My ladies love it because suddenly they could wear a colour and they felt more confident about that and more comfortable, but also it felt better knowing that the polish you were putting on your nails is actually supporting them a lot more. However, nail polish is cosmetic. Just because the products are formulated to support your nails doesn't mean to say they're an antifungal treatment. They're just there to help keep your nails looking better. Here's the thing. If you do wear polish and you have fungal infection, make sure you remove the polish regularly and also use a non-toxic nail polish remover, because nail polish removers can be really harsh on the nail as well. They can just strip away a lot of the natural oils, and really you want to be protecting your nails as much as possible. So check your nail, keep it trimmed, make sure that the condition is improving, that it's not lifting, it's not getting more thick, that the yellowing or discoloration isn't going towards the base of the nail. So that's where the matrix is. So when it starts coming out from the bottom here, you can see the yellow right at the bottom. It's a lot more difficult to get rid of a fungal infection when it's got that far. Now, if the nail is thick, damaged or lifting, I would say avoid things like gels and acrylics, your false nails, because these are a lot harsher, and if there's any gap underneath, moisture can get in and you can not only end up with infection, but it could actually make the fungal infection worse as well. If you go to see a nail technician who does these services, make sure their instruments are really clean, sanitized, and that they understand the protocols for doing services over fungal nails. Really, my view is if they're like, yeah, it's okay and it doesn't matter, it's just fungal nail, they probably aren't understanding what a fungal nail is and that it is quite serious. And also, you shouldn't be covering a nail in with colour if there's pain, redness, swelling, weeping, lifting or anything like that as well. You really need to let the nail recover and try and get someone to deal with the infected material, which will help your nail to recover more easily, particularly if you're putting treatment there. And you've got to be consistent with treatment. So many people come to me saying, oh, I've got a fungal nail, it's not going. And when I speak to them, it turns out they've not been treating it consistently enough. Remember, pharmacy treatments, tablets can take months and months and months. You've got to be patient and you have to be persistent. So even if you are going to paint your nails, make sure that you continue with your treatment and that the treatment you are using will work with you using colour on your nails. Sometimes some of my ladies, they would kind of have a little break if they went on the holiday, put some nail colour on, and then when they got back home, the colour came off and they could carry on with their treatment. And that's fine as well. I'm not saying to you, don't put any colour on. I understand you have a life and you want to enjoy it, and there's these special occasions, not just your holidays, and particularly in summer, there's all maybe summer weddings and things like that going on. You just want to wear something that looks nice and just puts a bit more joy onto your toenails. Like I said, fungal nails and damaged nails are really common. It's so easy to damage a nail. I mean, you just need to drop something on it or Sometimes I get people who do sports, like runners, they often lose their nails. So don't think that it's just you that has this problem. It's just something that people perhaps don't like to talk about too much because they feel embarrassed. Well, don't be embarrassed, it's not your fault, but you can still do things to make it easier for yourself. So what I'm going to say here is polish may not make the problem worse, but it can hide the problems. So like I said, choose your polish carefully. I chose Doctor's Remedy for the clinic, and we still use that because it's a great brand. They've expanded it, it's quite interesting, and the colour range has totally changed. But there are other brands out there that have followed this line of products where they're offering things which are more holistic and supportive to your nail health. And if you're unsure of what's causing the nail change, always go and see a professional to get some advice on that. And if you've enjoyed this and you found it helpful and useful, do click subscribe, click that bell, because I've got a lot more tips coming up for you, because my next video is about cracked heels and summer sandals. And if you're looking at your feet thinking, oh, I've got that problem, need some help there too, please do sign up, like and subscribe, because there will be more foot care tips and advice which will help you. I'm Melanie, this is Melanie Moments Now, and I'm here to help you have healthy and happy and confident and comfortable feet. Stay safe, and thank you for being here.